So here we have an accumulator that has been taken out of an HVAC system. And you can tell on the inside which one is the inlet and outlet. The one that is the inlet is this pipe right here, which comes into the accumulator, and it ends right there at the top and has kind of a baffle plate. So the incoming refrigerant vapor and oil that is traveling with the refrigerant is going to drop out and go into the accumulator. The refrigerant vapor will circulate in the accumulator, and the refrigerant oil will drop out into the bottom. And I think that you can see from this shot that the inlet, which is there at the silver box that you see, drops down an inch or so into the accumulator. The pickup tube comes up into the top, but doesn't quite go to the top. So there's an opening right there at the top. And then, of course, that goes down and loops around to the discharge. So any refrigerant and oil is sent back to the compressor through that suction line. So it's important to note that as the suction tube moves around here, down at the bottom is a hole that has a screen over it, and then farther up is another hole. A lot of accumulators do not have this second hole, but this one does. Generally, an accumulator will have this hole at the bottom, which is designed to pull in any liquid refrigerant and oil that is at the bottom of the accumulator. This one has a hole higher up that if the liquid level is higher in the accumulator, it will suck in liquid refrigerant here. And then that goes on up into the suction line, which then returns back to the compressor. If this screen becomes plugged by debris or sludge, oil will no longer return to the compressor. And so we have many scenarios where you have a compressor failure, it was a mild or severe burnout, they cleaned up the system, they replaced the compressor, and a couple of months later they're back with a second compressor failure. And the reason for that is the screen was plugged up with sludge and debris, oil did not return to the compressor, and so the compressor died from lack of lubrication.
Go to arefco.com for more videos, like, subscribe, and check back every week for new videos.